Alright, so I just made a political view video, which I wanna change the subject completely to the paranormal. These are the things that I've seen, manifest in my life since I was little. Let's talk about the shadow people. So the first thing I saw as a kid, I saw these black figures walking around the living room or the kitchen at night. Very clearly, they were completely black. Like you could kind of see the background now that I think, because when you're in the dark, your eyes get used to the darkness, and then you're able to make up shapes like tables and stuff, furniture. But in this case, when I looked at these two figures, the black ones here, all I saw was black. And so my mother's explanation when I was little was that they were angels. And then they try to blame my cousins that they broke in and they stole stuff. So I don't believe that. I do believe now that what I saw was just probably demons. Now this demon here manifested in the form of a witch. I was very little, around the same time as these figures, probably before that. I was around 3 to 4 years old, and in Chicago, my aunt's house. We used to rent an apartment in the back, and that house has a lot of stories. But basically, she looked like a witch. I already made a video on this. She looked like an old hag with long white hair, and when she stood by the bed, like she opened her eyes really wide and just stared at me. And of course, I don't know what was I looking at. I was very little, and then she like turned around and she was like kind of flat, really flat. Like she was like a 2D, not 3D person, which is weird, like a hologram. And so to this day, I don't know what the hell that was, but I remember it vividly. And it was scary because that house has a lot of weird things going on. Now, this hen here I saw go into a closet. It was a black hen. And that scared me because I used to have this lamp, this night light, and I woke up in the middle of the night and the night light was off, and I saw this hen go into the closet. So, I mean, maybe I could have dreamt that, but I don't know. I saw something weird briefly. I wasn't too scared though. Now this sun here represents like an orb. It was like I believe that was a spiritual thing, not a UFO as in flying machine created by somebody. I think it was more like a spirit. It could have been good or bad, but it gave me the sense that it was good. It was following the airplane. We were flying from Chicago to Mexico City at night, or it could have been vice versa. I was very little, but that light was following the plane, and it was really bright, the size of an orange. That's how big I could see the details, and it looked exactly like the sun flares. And I told my mom, "What is that?" She's like, "It's the sun. Go to sleep." She didn't even look that way, but her explanation makes sense to me because I was little. But as I got older, I'm like, well, you can't really look at the sun because you go blind. And it was completely dark. It was at night when I saw this. So that was not a sun. That was something strange. Now these two shadow beings here. This little one, I seen it in a dream, a very small one, size of a child, and then I saw one, probably the same one twice, that came to visit my room. I have videos on this experience if you want to look them up. But that's basically how it looked, kind of like the Lord of the Rings figure. And then when I challenged it, because I wasn't scared anymore, this bigger one came. And this bigger one had like a weird hat or cape. I don't know what the hell it was, but all I could see is this dark silhouette. I couldn't see that middle, but that's probably where the face was, but I could not see anything. It was all black, and it looked like a weird hat or costume or a Dracula cape. I don't know what the hell that was, but it was obviously more powerful than this one. And it's not the first time that I saw those figures. So yeah, I have a lot of sleep paralysis dreams. Maybe little by little I'll post them, but it's too many like to go into detail. And dreams that had happened to, or instances that had happened to my family here. Another thing that I'll touch up real quick. Mm, I saw kind of like something like this, a silhouette of a woman on the floor one time. And according to my father, I know it was um, the carpet and bed sheets, but according to my father, that night he kept hearing, or he saw hair of a woman on the floor, and he kept hearing like moaning, like, and there was nobody sleeping there. That's the weird thing. And nobody came over. He thought it was a relative of ours, and it wasn't. I just wanted to throw in there because I saw the silhouette and it looked like a woman, and it's kind of weird that he told me that he heard, this moaning of a person throughout the whole night where he slept next to this. He slept on the sofa and he kept hearing that. And I heard a moan like that one time, assuming that, somebody was here, but there was nobody here when I got up. So it is pretty scary. But anyway, I'll keep posting these. Close to Halloween. What the hell, right? All right, take care. Gotta go.